Welcome everyone to another episode of the George.Daniel podcast. I am your host, George.Daniel. Before we get to our lovely guest for the day, who's a very special guest, I've known this fool for years. I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, Liquid Death. You can get them at www.liquiddeath.com or at your local convenience store. Matt, how we doing?
Chilling, bro. Excited for a new episode.
Yeah, this one's very special. It's home field advantage for me. I've known this guy for since middle school.
Elementary, if anything, I feel like.
Maybe, yeah.
Whenever KOD happened, shit.
Yeah,
or maybe even before. I don't even I was just like, it's been forever.
Damn, gross. All right, I've known this guy for so fucking long. But ladies and gentlemen, Pedro AKA Kid Sesh.
What up? What up? Pleasure to be here. Thanks
Dude.
for having me, Matt. Thanks for having me, Danny.
Dude, thanks for coming by. Like I said, this is home field advantage for me. I've known you for years, and literally we can, as we already were having prior, have a full conversation about just whatever and pick up where we left off. Yeah, sure. Which is fucking sick. And there's only a handful of people where I can genuinely feel that. But yeah, we were talking earlier a little bit about just old stories and everything, and during the pandemic you fractured your elbow.
Dislocated my right elbow.
Yeah. Dude, so fracturing your elbow and doing that while skating, right? During the pandemic, you just literally the world sat your ass down even more.
Yeah, I feel like I got an early pandemic. Feel me? Because I couldn't do shit, barely fucking wipe my ass and shit. So I was just like, fuck. I couldn't really make money because I was just wasn't able to work and shit. Right. So I was like, let my shit heal up because I didn't need surgery, thank God. So yeah, it was just a hairline fracture or whatever. And to be honest, once I got it popped back in place at the skate park by the OG, I thought it was good. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm good. I was high and shit. And I'm sure the adrenaline still had me high. And then I crashed and I went home and fell asleep. And I woke up in the middle of the night and I just was so uncomfortable. I was like, dude, no way I put this, it's just gonna hurt. So I went to the hospital the next day and that's when I found out it was fractured. Told me it'd be 3 months. So I was just like, fuck, I just gotta bum it out till then. Yeah. You feel me?
Damn, dude, nah. Yeah. When I fractured my elbow, I fucking was an idiot in skateboarding. But fucking I didn't go and tell my mom right away or anything. I was just chilling.
You try to hide it?
Yeah, try to hide it until I think I had to go to the bathroom or something, and she was walking down the hall. She was like, "What the fuck's wrong with your arm?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And trying to then she
was it your right or your left?
It was my right arm. But yeah, it was hella funny. Then we went to the hospital and literally you know how they have to take x-rays and they're you have to put your arm straight up, and you're just what the fuck are you talking about? That's the whole point why I'm here.
I know it's fucked.
Dude, yeah, that shit is so uncomfortable. And then they give you no meds while they're doing it. They have to figure out that it actually is fractured for you to get some pills, and you're just fuck, dude. Just fucking stick whatever you need in here. But yeah, fucking all right. So you also are a rapper, aka Kid Sesh. So everyone go link in the description, you know, as the kids say. But yeah, fucking kind of walk us through the beginnings of that, and I mean I know, but walk the people.
All right, well, it just started when I was 14, I guess, going into high school that summer. Mitch was key to that, because every summer I was at Mitch's house. Everyone was at Mitch's house, feel me? The whole soccer team, in terms of that's who when you say it there's not too many people you could pick up a convo with, I'm that's how I feel with everyone from the soccer team. Yeah. You feel me? But Mitch was he was from the East Coast, so he had different rappers he liked Fabulous, and he liked different shit. But I don't know, he kind of slept over once, and he just kind of forced me to write a song. He's like, let's make a song. And I was talking about cars and money and shit, and I was just like, dude, this shit's ass, because this shit's I got Hot Wheels, bro. I ain't got no car and shit. I'm 13
on
and
GTA,
shit.
baby. Yeah.
what kind of like Bow Wow shit is this? And then, but I just remember we just started doing it for fun. Like we'd smoke weed at Lando's and shit, and then we'd go back to his house or something, and then we'd be fucking freestyling all the time. Like it just started off like freestyles.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, he kind of always had an aspiration, I guess, to be a rapper. But I do remember in 8th grade, shout out Miss Spencer real quick. I hated her at the time, but now I look back and I'm like, damn, that was actually cool because we had this poetry unit.
Oh, okay.
And like,
yeah.
For some reason, I just told myself, I'm like, I'm gonna make every poem rhyme. Like we had to do like an ode and like, you know, a haiku and shit like that. But I was like, I'm gonna just make it rhyme just for the fuck of it.
Right.
And so I guess that's like kind of where it first started, and that was also because she had brought up the Juicy lyrics to Biggie.
Oh, okay.
Like she brought that up as like the lesson and shit, and she like read that and all that, and I was like, damn, this is sick, you know?
Yeah.
And you know, as a kid, you know, she was like strict and hella mean, like me or whatever. But it's just because she cared, you know.
Yeah,
so,
right. We were also fucking delinquents, dude.
Yeah,
we were fucking running amok, dude.
We were little troublemakers,
dude.
bro.
I think we were the last like kids, genuinely, who like were outside.
Yeah,
Like,
honestly, yeah, bro.
Dude, like I mean, like even now I see kids like riding their bikes and shit, and like my dumb old head ass is like, get off the street, you're gonna get hurt, you know. But like,
but these motherfuckers getting hurt on the internet, so it's like, get off that shit too, you know?
True. But no, I like genuinely like, dude, we would like, I mean, sorry, mom, we would like sneak out and shit, and you know, just run around. But also like, you were the other like. You went to Los Altos, I went to Mountain View, and then like, but like,
we were like
freshman, sophomore year, we were very like the same person for each other's schools. You know what I mean?
We were rocking bow ties, just different schools,
dude. Shit. Yeah, we were like, and that's what I mean by stay off the internet. Like literally, like dude, dude, that whole swag era was so disgusting. I look back on Facebook, and you can go on my Facebook, and I want you to go look at it. It's fucking hilarious. I don't delete anything on purpose.
Yeah, me neither.
You know, for me, like I'm just like, all right, like this was an era. This was a era. Like for maybe a year too long.
That's the coolest thing about social media, though, is the able to like connect with old ass buddies and shit, or just like be able to keep up with them, and like to be able to like, I mean, you could archive your shit so you could still see it later on.
No,
you know?
Literally, you're my first Instagram post. It's you and
dude. This is when I'm fucking getting.
Nah.
I was pissed when that happened, but I can't lie. I've looked at it a couple of times and I'm like, that shit was hella funny, dude. When he rolled up on there,
that's hella funny. But dude, we almost got away with that one. We like snuck it in the cracker.
Yeah,
you know?
they only caught us with rolling papers, bitch. Boring ass cops, bro. Got nothing else to do.
Yeah.
Trying to get us for papers. I'm like.
For papers,
papers, bro.
This was a wild time, Matt. This was 2014, like 13.
Yeah, 2013. Dude.
Yeah,
when we were at Alta, dude.
This was the Wild Wild West, man.
Alta was dope as fuck, dude. We were when you say we were the last ones who were outside, we also were the last ones who had it good at Alta, because
that's true.
They went to like full 3. You get out at 3, like the other schools.
Right.
We were getting out at 1 every day.
I had a job.
Yeah, I had a job too, bro. I was like, damn, dude, I have time to smoke. I need to make money to smoke.
Yeah, dude. And I was just such a dumbass with my money. Like,
yeah, honestly, dude, I wish I could have had a clean whip or something, but I'm like, damn, bro, I just got high and went to music festivals.
Dude, that, like, you know how like I had like young money, you know, like I was just like $400-500 every week just cuz, you know, and you're just like, well, I'm gonna fucking go buy an ounce and just fucking get high for like, you know.
Up.
Oh, dude, crazy times.
An ounce was like worth more money on the street than what you paid for it too, because it's like, fuck, if I sell this dub, we could go eat.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, I like when I had money too, I was like, damn, I shouldn't, but fuck it, I'll have weed to smoke, and then I can just sell some, and then, you know.
Right. Yeah. No, that shit was so much like, I don't want. It was fun. It was a lot of fun back in the day. Yeah. But fucking okay. So you started the poetry thing, and then that kind of inspired you a little bit to go move and like see that this music thing is like something you want to do?
We formed a group in high school with Mitch and Ostats and Randy Rod and Misa. It was an interesting group because me and Mitch and Misa grew up together, like on the team too, you know, like they played with us and shit, and we just hang out with them a lot. But Randy and Ostats, I met them in high school, so it was like, I mean, I was cool with like everybody in high school, so and they were cool too. So we kind of formed the Ace Mafia, you know, this whole, I had no say in the name, you know, I was just like, you know, I'm here,
you gotta
gang,
rep for shit,
you know?
dude, yeah.
But it was cool, you know, it was a good time. We were like, shout out Johnny, and then Rob the Wolf. We were going to no, we were going to San Mateo, bro. Like Rob the Wolf was older than us, so he'd pick us up, and we'd go to like from McDonald's right there on E Block, and we'd go all the way to San Mateo to Johnny's just to record. Like he had like a back shed, which was his room, and he like had a little setup. So that was like where it like started. Like Like I remember like,
was that your first time in the studio?
Yeah, I remember recording, and I was like, damn, that's what I sound like. Shit, put some auto tune. No, but yeah, it was fun, you know. We didn't really do too much. Like we dropped a couple songs, and I mean, we started doing shows. That's when it like kind of like, I guess we took it a little more serious, even though we weren't, because we didn't rehearse for shit. Like I'm on, like it's on YouTube, but there's videos like we're just on stage, like, you know, just like this and shit, hella stiff and all that. But I mean, we were fucking like, we were like 15, 16, opening up for Burner at the Catalyst, bro. Like that shit was like tight.
Yeah.
But and then it was also nerve-wracking.
You went on tour with Neff.
Yeah, we did a couple stops in SoCal with him. But that was after like DTAs kind of fell apart, because Mitch was glue. Right. Once like Mitch fell apart, it was like, you know, everything went downhill. Like, so I was kind of doing my own thing. I started working with JR. JR Beats right there. He went to high school with us. He went to Graham with us too. He was like a grade older than us, and he played soccer. But I mean, I don't know if he started doing music, but I guess the Sav Boys started out in high school too.
Oh yeah.
So they had, that was Henry and fucking Tenway and Tiny and JR. So they were doing their thing, and you know, I was always cool with them, but yeah, I was working with JR, and then they just kind of opened their doors to me, and I was just like, damn, well, yeah, I'm in, you know, like, like, I'm trying to be a part of something, so it makes sense, you know, but things didn't, like, work out, as in, like, I don't know, it's like, we just stopped growing, like, people stopped working as much, so.
Different priorities.
Yeah, everyone, you know, goes their own way, gets new jobs and stuff, so that happened with that, but I kind of still kept working. Tiny introduced me to Swish and Sky. These they're from like East Bay, like Union City and stuff. So I never met them till music brought us together, right? And they had a little studio right there at 8-Bit Castle. Okay. Near like fucking the Matrix and shit.
Oh, okay,
right there in San Ho. And they had like a little room, and like I'd go and record there, and that's how I was able to keep making music. And I mean, it's always been fun for me to do it. I mean, I can't really say I've always taken it serious, but it's always just been like a part of me, you know, just like a little hobby I could just pick up, like riding a bike, and it's like, you know. But yeah, I wouldn't say I really started taking it as serious till recently, just because I'm kind of like, shit, I'm getting a little old now. Yeah, I kind of want to like just like focus on what I want to do, you know, with my life. And
well, I mean, fucking, if you think about, Jay-Z didn't make his first album until he was 28. So.
Oh, I know, yeah. Well, I was watching a Rick James documentary.
And Kendrick didn't make his first album until he was like 25, 20, or some shit like that. You know, like they were older, you know, like, and it's just like, dude, it's all about timing.
To be fair, yeah, it's all about timing, but to be fair, I mean, in high school, I listened to Joey Badass, and I'm like, dude, he's like my age. What the fuck?
Yeah, but some people are just born with that shit.
No,
you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
shout out.
Yeah, you know, like, I don't know, just something like.
Yeah, it's all about timing. I mean, that's how I felt. I'm like, I've been growing and learning the whole time, like, so I can't be like, oh, I've been wasting time, you know. And even then, like, I've learned you gotta have time to live in order to like come up with new ideas and shit. You know, you gotta go through shit, and you gotta like just maneuver through life. Like, it's not always just like the same thing. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, over time, like, my situation kind of changed. Like, now I don't have access to the studio with Sky and Swish. So, but like, for some reason, like, you know, God's plan, like, I always come up Like I always find someone else. But remember Tito?
Yeah.
I didn't know he was doing like music in high school. You know, he was working on the low.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's also like just like super like quiet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, yeah, like I went to Danza with him, and that's when he told me like, oh, I make beats, and I was like, oh, cool, like I'm trying to be a DJ. And then like, yeah, like it was just like we kept in touch via social media, I guess.
Yeah.
Like I would just see his shit, and like his beats are fucking fire.
Dude, that's like my main
You know
guy
what I
right
mean?
now,
Like,
bro.
his shit is fucking gas, and I'm just like, damn, dude, like it's crazy that like, you know, like this is the quiet one.
Yeah,
you know?
the funniest
like,
thing is like he was on the soccer team, so like,
yeah,
like he was like what, like 3 years ago or something, 2 years ago, like we linked up again, and then because he was cool with Brian Santoyo, feel me, who we're all cool and shit, and Brian has always like kind of flirted with music, like. He's never really dropped shit. He just records shit, you know? But,
yeah,
dude, we legit meet up and, like, park by Brian's house, and we just fucking get in the car, dude. And Tito would make a beat in the car, and we legit record in the car and shit. Like, I remember one time his fucking Mustang's battery died because we were just in there, like, recording and shit.
For hella long.
So he walked home and all that because he lived hella close.
Oh, okay.
And shit, but, yeah, like
funny.
I was just like, damn, I never thought I was gonna be recording in the car, you know, but that was cool because I'm like, damn, you know, that shows that we can do something with like just being together, you know,
right?
And
There's
then
something
like,
there.
and then Poso came back, like,
yeah,
I didn't talk to him for a bit, but another homie Poso came back, and he like, I mean, it's like we helped each other out almost, like. He asked me to help him with some weed shit, so I did. And then, but in return, he fucking helped me out get my studio together, right? Like he fronted me the whole like money to get the shit that I was missing, like the fucking speakers, like the audio box. Like I already had the mic, but headphones and shit, like pretty much loaned me out to get that, and then I paid him off and shit. So it's like, yeah, he pretty much let me borrow the money, but
yeah.
Now. Excuse me. Now me and fucking Tito had our own fucking shit we could work on, and like, I mean, he's honestly the brain. Like, he just comes over and like we just hook up, and like he tells me, "How you feeling?" Like, I like girls, but yeah, he just like, how am I feeling? Like, I'm pretty silly in the studio, so I'll either just like. Name an artist which he hates, or I'll just start playing like a song that I like, the beat or something.
Yeah.
But I can't play too much of it because then like he's like, stop, like, you know, that's all I need. Or, you know, or sometimes I'll just be like, just look for some, you know. We'll find like either a sample or he'll just start making something from scratch, and yeah, we just kind of just like feel it out. It's like, I mean,
okay, so like. At any given point, did you not think maybe I should just get a manager to help me facilitate all this shit?
Yeah, I mean, to this day, I'm still like, I should probably get a manager just to help me out with shit.
Yeah.
But it's like it's kind of like everything happens organically, so I'm kind of like waiting to see like,
yeah,
like who to ask, you know, at the right time and shit, like to take it more, like, because like it's just gotta be with the right homie, you know, because I don't want to have like. Well, if I can't,
I feel like rap is just different than I guess like what I think about music. Where it's just like, let's just link up and fucking make some beats and just fucking
it's
get on
different
and
because
go.
it's like I feel like rap got a lot of egos, bro. Like,
oh, okay.
Like,
I mean, that's just the music industry in general.
Yeah.
But I feel like even in country, they probably have some fucking, you know, some shady
like,
shit, you know.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm honestly just open doors, you know. Right now, right now my goal is just to stay active, you know, just stay. I tell myself I want to be more active on social media, but then I'm not. But I'm like, I don't want to just be posting like selfies and shit. Like,
yeah.
I want to be posting content, which means I gotta be fucking filming more and shit.
Yeah.
And like I was gonna try and use skating, but skating's scary, bro. Like I got back, like I bounced back and shit, but I haven't skated in like a couple months. Like,
damn, dude.
It's
in your head now.
Well, not that, because I was skating heavy like once COVID, like, you know, things weren't open, but like you could go outside, you know. I started skating heavy, like I'd be at the skate park all day, like yeah, that's all I was doing. Like Milpitas was my spot. Shout out to Millie Gang. Like, but getting back into skating, it did influence my music because like before, I feel like I was kind of like, nah, I'm not gonna drop that because I don't like this one part of the song or you know. But like with skating, it's like,
just put it
if
up.
there's any doubt, you're gonna fucking hurt yourself. Like any doubt, like even just riding, dude, and you're fuck, like you're not paying attention or you're just like, you know, you're not committed, you're gonna like eat shit and it's gonna hurt. And I'm kind of just like took that mindset and applied it to music. Like, I mean, might as well just drop it, you know. And then you say it all the time too, so I'm kind of like,
I feel like, dude, like honestly, like I probably look stupid as fuck half the time, and this fucking last week's episode is probably like a good highlight of that. Like I don't know shit about shit, you know. Everything I said last week, I read a little bit more, and I'm like, oh, dude, I'm so sorry about that, guys. But yeah, no, yeah, like I feel like also just like with what you do, you're not just you're not a producer making music on a machine. You're the audio, you know. You're the voice. You're the passion that is supposed to be, you know, or not be, you know. Yeah, I look at it as being like another instrument, like in terms of like, I just try and like add to the beat. Shout out Kid Cudi, he's my favorite artist, but that dude's like the humming king, feel me? Like on the beat and shit. So I always try and see what I could incorporate, like in terms of taking risks with my music, like just some background vocals or whatever. And like Tito helps me out a lot because he's like, dude, you won't even be able to hear it when I edit it, so just do it. And like he helps me, give me some pointers, like try hitting it like this, or you know, do a low voice or whatever. But yeah, honestly, making music is fun because it's like, you could fuck up and like it could still like come out perfect, you know? Yeah, it's weird. Like even with these, like this is a one take, you know. So it's not like you can go back in the booth and just be like, all right, just you know, make me mouth this, you know. Like that's not, you know. But yeah, it's like music. Like music is so tight, you know what I mean? Like because with you, what you're doing is you're just like expressing yourself like to the most, and like that, and that's why I feel like you're like I want to do this shit organically, you know, because it's like it's through and through you, you know, and you're just like you just don't want to just fuck around just to fuck around. Yeah, and honestly, like I think like my style is like unique in terms of like right now, like what in would the Bay, what would you consider your style? Like just vibey, I guess. I don't know. That's off the dome. Feel me? Fresh off. I don't know. My shit's just like, my shit's just me, bro. Like a lot of people are like onto that rage shit right now, you know, like that rage beat with like just a lot of energy, which is dope. You know, I listen to that shit a lot. Like I love Lil Uzi, bro. Like, and then like, you know, we're in the Bay, so there's a lot of that like, you know, mob shit kind of rap, but like, I mean, I'm from Mountain View, bro. Like, I'm like, we were stealing bikes, like, but we weren't like really. But like, we left them. Yeah, you know, we left them somewhere for someone else. You know? Yeah. At that point, it's a community bike. And then fucking Google made it okay too. Shit, they put bikes for us. Shit. Yeah, Google ended up putting more bikes for us. So shout out Google. Yeah. So I mean, I can't really say like we've had run-ins for the cops, but it's just them harassing us. Like we weren't doing any shit. We were just smoking weed, you know. Like can't really say like I've done like so like to rap about shit like that. It's kind of like not me. I'll listen to it like you know. That shit gets me going though. Yeah, that shit gets me like. Well, I'll be running a hustle after that, but So I don't know. I kind of just throw everything in the blender. Just kind of like. I would just make music for the high school me, pretty much. Like, what I feel like I listen to in high school, which is, like, a lot of ASAP and, like, TDE and, like, Kid Cudi and shit. So, I just kind of look at it as, like, making a song that I would have, like, I just like listening to myself. And I'm like... Yeah, that's cool. No, I mean, I don't think we've ever had, like, a conversation about, like, you, like, as a rapper. Which is weird, you know? Like, you just do it the same way that I just do what I do, you know? And we just kind of just do it, you know? Which is cool, because, like, a lot of people are always just, like, or, like, would be asking, like, blah, 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 or, like, not, like, I, like, care. you know? Like, it's just like, oh, that's just what he does. Versus it's like, okay, well, like now we gotta like level up together type shit.
Well, like one cool thing is like, even if like people don't know I rap, like they'll still call me Sesh or like Kid Sesh or whatever, which I thought was cool, you know?
Yeah,
It's
well,
like,
that's also your Instagram handle.
yeah, well, yeah, but it like stuck, you know, it stuck. Like,
well, I mean, no, people
and
call me
it's fitting.
George. People call me George, and like no one calls me George.
Yeah,
Yeah, like maybe like as a joke, you know, like
I've never called you George.
exactly, you know, like. But yeah, it's yeah, like it's weird. It's weird being at work where they just call me Danny or whatever, and then like at the clubs they call me George.
George.
Yeah, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
Who the fuck is that?
Yeah, dude, it just feels like an alias, which is kind of cool, you know.
That's how it's kind of how I feel when they call me Pedro, because I'm just like,
What?
you could just say Sesh.
It's shorter. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's hella funny. But yeah, okay, so like the soccer team was super influential.
Oh hell yeah!
You know what I mean? And like, yeah, like I bring this up like a lot with like, just like people who did like single person sports like wrestling or like, you know, tennis or stuff like that, where I'm like, oh, I mean, you got camaraderie, of course, you know, with the people that you practice with.
Yeah,
and, like, but like being in a game and all that shit and then traveling together, like there was like 7 people in a van.
Yeah, bro.
You know, because none of our parents can show up. You know,
I mean, my dad was the coach for the team, so he like legit made it just to like, so I could have friends. And it's not because I was a loser. Well, you're not a loser anyway if you don't have friends. You know, everyone got to figure it out. You know, but yeah, I wasn't a loser though. My dad just wanted, you know, help me make like good friends and shit. And
yeah. Which is cool. No,
yeah, it was
like
cool.
what the fuck?
I mean, I grew up. I'm the oldest out of 5, so I had hella people everywhere I went. But the soccer team was just like, I don't know, it was just special, you know. It was just like we were just like we'd sleep over every weekend at someone's house, you know, whether it was Mitch's or something, and like then we started like, you know, getting into more shit, and then they kind of were like, fuck, well, we created this, you know, like this brotherhood, so. But it was cool. I mean,
yeah, no, that was a like, fun fucking period.
I always tell myself, I'm like, dude, honestly, I'd like give up. Like if I could sign a paper and be like, look, we'll give you another season. So you could go back for one like season with your boys back that in that age.
You'd go back,
but you gotta like give up a year of your life. I'm like, damn.
Yeah,
like, you know, sign me the fuck up.
To go back then.
That was some good ass times. Like, like I wish we would have recorded that shit at least. Like, you know,
dude. But hopefully I can just go back not knowing what I know now. I want to just go back and feel all that shit.
Well, yeah,
you know what I mean. As like not knowing what I know now. Yeah, because then I'd just fuck some shit up. You know, like just be just like an idiot. You know.
No, yeah. Well, that's why I said just the soccer, just the season.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
The practices and just the games.
Right.
But yeah, Saturdays were always dope, dude. Like I'd always wake up like just feeling ready. Like, okay, we got a game. Then after the game, we're just gonna kick it all day. You know, like, and like we were pretty good. You know, we won most of the time. Like.
Yeah, but that was also because like most of us like played together like even before that, you know, or like we're playing soccer, so it was just like it was just weird. And also like how often do you get like 15? You had to have like 16 kids on the team.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, we all went to school to like,
you know,
like everyone went to school together.
It was cool. It was like that period could be like a Netflix series.
Yeah, like even if you went to like a different school, you still had a couple people from the team that went to school with you. Although there was like a couple kids that were from Sunnyvale, like that joined, but I'm pretty sure that's just because like our parents knew each other from work or some shit, so they invited some shit. But the team was dope, you know?
Yeah. And then, so speaking of church, fucking, you were the one who introduced me to this weird Japanese dude who ended up being kind of all right, I guess. And took me to my first, like, Young Life shit.
Yeah.
And that was, like, what, sophomore year or some shit?
Yeah.
Like, sophomore, junior year.
Yeah, Young Life was dope.
Dude, that shit was actually kind of tight. Like,
yeah, it was cool.
We went to Six Flags, like,
we went to that. You went to that summer camp, right?
Yeah. I went as a counselor. I took your little brothers, dude.
You're a good ass lie.
Hey, I did my time, dude. I did my time.
Nah, they wanted to make me a counselor, but honestly, I think no. It's because I had a little fallout with them because some shit, and then I was.
It took another year for me.
Yeah, and then I kind of just stopped going because I was just like, man, you know, I don't want to be there.
Yeah,
but it was cool. It was a good ass time.
No, it was tight, dude. And also, like, just like we were the only like brown kids.
Yeah,
amongst like all these like white kids.
Was like white. Yeah,
yeah, which was like sick. Like even just seeing like people like Matt, like Hansen, like now he's married in like in Colorado or Utah or some shit. And I'm just like, damn, dude.
But the counselors were dope.
Yeah,
that's
dude.
why. Yeah, when I first started, I don't think was AJ there when you went.
Yeah,
yeah. That fool was sick. Like. They were just cool. Aaron was cool. Like,
yeah,
they were all hella dope. And then we'd do like white people shit. I mean, bro, I've never fucking thrown
like white
turkey
people.
Volleyball. We get you have a blanket or a towel or whatever, and you're launching like the whole Thanksgiving meal over a volleyball net, bro.
What? Dude, it's
big ass turkey.
Just think like summer camp.
Never even heard of
just
that, bro.
think
That's
of summer camp activities that you see in these white movies, but in the middle of the park.
Yeah, bro. Like a paint war, bro.
We'd have paint wars.
I went in a mud pit, bro.
Dude,
I wouldn't have done that shit.
Yeah, no, that shit was, but it was tight, dude. It was actually
cool,
so fucking sick. And then like going, I went to Woodleaf, right? I went to Woodleaf
that's what it's called, Woodleaf, yeah.
I went to Woodleaf like twice or some shit.
Yeah, I went a couple times.
And then I went down to like in San Diego to another one.
Oak Bridge. No. Was it Oak Bridge?
I don't know. Maybe something
I
like
went
that.
to San Diego. They have a skate park, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, but I took your little brothers, and that shit was just fucking crazy. You know, like it's just like I would never have had that experience with my family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that would never have happened. Like it would have been like a lot of like yelling and like ya levantate, no, we gotta clean up. And it's like, this is a hotel room. What are you talking about?
And it's funny because I don't really think anyone knew that we were like going to them like from like
not really.
You know, like there was I mean, because it was like, I mean, there was a lot of kids from Mountain View, but like they were all like white, you know?
Yeah.
Like
and
the
then
only
I
other
went to
Hispanic kid was
Mountain View.
Ulysses.
Yeah.
And then shout out Rashawn though, because those two fucking made that shit hella funny, bruh.
Dude. Oh my God. Dude, now like, just thinking about all those, oh my God. Just like all the shit that we would do, like even just like at Woodleaf, like just like weird, like when we snuck out that, like I think it was like last night or like second to last night. Were you there for that one?
I'm pretty sure we got into some shit.
Yeah. But no, we were just sneaking around, just fucking, it was just so fucking crazy and weird.
In high school,
did you still talk to True? Was it you? Yeah, you. Did you still talk to True?
True?
From kids on summer camp?
Who the fuck is True?
Nah, you don't.
I don't remember.
Or was that your brother? I think it might have been your brother.
You mean, what's his name? Ricardo? Or who's True? Who the fuck is True?
Some girl from summer camp.
Nah, I don't.
Oh, damn. I think it was your little brother.
Yeah, shit. They had some hot ass girls though at those camps. I ain't gonna lie though.
Yeah, no, it was cool.
But they were like, it was like people from all over the state and shit. Like,
yeah, it was a fucking weird. I went to daycare, right? So it was like Palo Alto, Los Altos, and Mountain View. So it was like all these kids from like other schools and shit, and it would be 500 kids, 300 kids, and it was just like that wasn't weird to me. That was like, so like going to these summer camps, it was like fucking like bringing me back to like daycare days where I'm like, oh shit, this is tight as fuck. Like I don't know these people.
Did you ever go to I mean, it was Camp Every Town, but when we went, it was Camp Diversity or whatever in high school.
No, but I heard hella people cried. I don't know why they didn't send me to that.
I went and like, trust me, a lot of people cried, but shout out the homie Daniel Rosa, but he had a gram of wax and I had a vape pen, bruh. Like, just that shit, like everyone was crying but us, bruh. We were too high to be crying, bruh. Like, it was like, I guess people were like saying emotional shit, but like you're just too high, like. Your highs are just breaking it down like bullshit, so we were not taking it serious, but it was just funny because we, that shit was like by Mount Herman or some shit like that, but it was just a weekend with like people from your high school that you probably never talked to, or probably would have never talked to, but you guys just decided to sign up for this camp.
That's like a senior year thing.
Yeah,
right?
they just needed to fill up roster spots. So me and him were like, fuck it, dude, let's go. It's free.
Yeah.
so we went, and like,
that's the most brown shit ever. Oh man, it's free.
shit, I gotta be home. Let's go, man.
Hey, but that's true though. Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, but it was just funny. Like off the jump, we get there and they're like, yeah, like they're just like, you know, talking about you. We expect you guys to be on your best behavior. We haven't caught anyone smoking weed in like hella years and shit. Like years, like decades and shit, bruh. And what's the first thing we do, bruh? I mean, I don't know about y'all, but at summer camp, I didn't really bother like I was just pulling shit out my suitcase. Like, I ain't got time to fill up the little cubbies and shit with my clothes. Like, but that's what they were doing, you know? Like, some of the kids were, like, setting up their bed and shit. Fuck that. As soon as we got
Aren't you
there...
only there for, like, 3 days?
Yeah, so as soon as we got there, we went on a hike and we got high, bro. Like, we were just getting high the whole time.
Yeah.
So we had a blast, but, yeah, it was just a good time. Like,
Yeah.
I got to meet some people that, you know, I never really would have talked to.
Yeah.
Just because. I mean... Yeah, in high school, I talked to a lot of people, but I kind of just stuck to the same group.
I feel it. I feel like I stuck with the same people
Or
for the
the
most
same
part.
groups in terms of like...
Groups dude, it's weird to have like my core group, which was like the Mexican kids, you know?
I mean, I
And
walk
then
home with them, but then for lunch, I'd kick it with the
white kids.
The Hills kids.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. And it was just like weird, like getting picked up like in my apartment by like a new like Beamer, you know? And it's just like some like, you know, white kid.
You live
picking me up.
here?
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just so fucking weird and bizarre, you know. But I always lived. You guys lived like in like Reinsdorf area for the longest, and I lived on the other side.
Yeah, you lived hella far from
Yeah.
the bar.
So like it was just like that's why like when people would come over, they would just sleep over.
Yeah.
You know.
I
So
slept at your house a lot.
yeah, you, Mauricio, Mitchell, like Alex, hella people would always come. Like it was a good ass time. And like yeah, like I said,
Hey, shout out Diego though.
Oh,
He's still holding it
shout out-
down.
Yeah, dude. Fucking Diego. Oh, man, my little cousin. Dude, no, that fool. I went to Santa Barbara one time, and I randomly fucking bumped into him.
Dude.
And I was like, we were both like, what the fuck are you doing here?
I love running into him when he's hella drunk,
Dude.
which is like... if you run into him, he's probably gonna in a respectful way because I mean, you're running into him at a bar, so it makes sense. I'm not like I'm
Diego
seeing
knows
him
how
at
to have a
church.
good time.
No, yeah,
he knows
for
how to
sure.
have a good time. But yeah, fucking
Them Raider fans go hard,
dude. But nah, dude, that's like my point. That we were like the last generation to really be outside at that age. Like,
yeah, my siblings they grew up inside. Like, like Andres and Jesus, like they play more video games than I do. I mean, nowadays. I've been playing a little more, but it's been fucking raining and shit, so I got an excuse.
Yeah,
but
nah, yeah, like that's so it's so interesting because even like my little cousins, like they don't go outside like that. You know?
They're not interested in it. They just want to like
they just want to be like
get new skins on like Fortnite and shit.
But like even
or they watch hella fucking YouTube, bro.
Like hella YouTube, hella just like you know they're just like on their phones, like distracted, which is like I guess like safer. Which is cool. But my little cousin did get jumped and like, dude, like he told us no, I mean Christmas. But that shit like, but like
Why are you laughing? Yo, my little cousin got jumped.
I feel so bad for just like this, you know. I feel so bad for him because he's not a bad kid. Like he just hung out with like some guy who did some dirt, you know.
Oh, he got caught in the
and then he
crossfire.
just got caught. He's like, you know this guy? He was like, yeah.
Oh, that's all bad.
But they didn't really do much to him, so that was like, you know, good for him. He stood his ground and everything, but still, like,
I mean, shit.
dude, like, and it's just so sad to see like the good kid get like hurt.
Well, that's why your parents always tell you, careful who you hang out with.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But like, okay, so moving on, like future plans. What do you have planned? Like, what do you want to do? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? A lot of questions. Sorry.
5 years.
See, 5 years. See, like right now, my mindset's kind of like take it day by day, like kind of make the most of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause it's almost like a couple years ago. It's almost like I was like, kind of like just. I don't really want to say I was depressed, but I was just feeling low. But you know, you could kind of hide it, like you know.
You were depressed.
Yeah, so
That's cool.
Shout out marijuana. Yeah. But what's it called? Like, you know, I didn't notice it, but like I kinda like hit rock bottom. Like my dog needed surgery that I couldn't really afford. Like I wasn't really making money because I was just at a shitty job at Whole Foods, you know, not doing anything to like move forward or anything.
Yeah.
But my car broke down and I lost my girl like all within the same like 24 hours. And like after that, I was just like, fuck, dude, like I'm legit broke. Like I don't really have too much going for myself. But I'm like, I mean, all I did was I just got a second job and like, you know, stayed busy. And like I've been rebuilding myself from there. And like it's been a cool journey, you know. Kind of got out of shape a little bit. And I was like, damn, bro, like I'm supposed to, you know, I feel like, you know, if I'm entering my prime, I should be, you know, entering my prime like mentally, physically, and everything. So I've kind of been putting it all together. And music wise, I mean, I love doing music. Like if I could say if I could choose my job, I just want to do music and like make a living off of that. Mm-hmm. So kind of that's my goal, you know, to kind of keep pushing for that and just keep growing, keep moving forward. Like don't be afraid to like take risks, like find a new job if like. Even if it's something I'm like, fuck, I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, you can still learn it, dude. Like, you can still, you know, don't give up on yourself before even trying. But yeah, I'm just kind of trying to stay afloat. You know, kind of,
Feel it.
You know, want to like obviously get a newer car and shit like that. But yeah, I just want to stay positive and just help. Like my brothers grow too and just like open doors. Like that's all I really like have envision. Like I don't really like have like. Oh, I want to be, you know, living here, doing this, you know, because, like, I mean, shit, I wouldn't mind, like, it's hella expensive around the area, so I wouldn't even mind, like, moving out to a nicer house with my mom. I mean, I love my mom, feel me? If I can have my own, like, room and where I can do my own shit, I mean, I be smoking weed in the house right now. I know she don't like it, but I be smoking weed, so I'm cool, you know? Like, and, like, honestly, bro, like, I'd rather my mom cook than, like, eat out anywhere else, so... You know, like
that's something that I do miss about having my mom around.
Oh yeah, because she's in New York, huh?
New Jersey, but yeah, fucking, she's just so fucking far.
I always think that's crazy.
I talked to her today, dude, and she was just like already just like telling me hella shit, and like I was at work, you know.
Does she ever watch the episodes?
She sees the posts on
Instagram?
on Facebook because it's linked to my
that's
Facebook
right, 'cause
still.
it's linked. I'm just curious.
And then she's dude, and the only people who comment on my Facebook is my mom and my grandma. It's so adorable, and I love you guys so fucking much. But yeah, dude, it's so fucking adorable, and like I feel like no one else wants to comment because they don't want to send the notifications to my mom.
I only go on Facebook to check whose birthday it is, bro. Straight up.
I don't even go on Facebook for that. I'll check it and I'll have like 52 notifications or
yeah, same. It's always like suggesting me to add someone. I'm like, dude, why? I don't even use this.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just look for birthdays and I'm like, fuck. I used to not tell people happy birthday and shit, but then I'm like, I mean, I feel like it kind of makes their day, even if they don't celebrate their birthday. It's kind of like, oh shit, some random ass dude at least told me. You know? Yeah. But I don't say it to like everybody. I'll just say it to like you know. Well, there's some people who I'm like, dude, I added you because like you had class with my one homie in this period, or whatever, you know. But I'm not gonna like all of a sudden be like, hey, happy birthday, you know?
Right. But yeah, that's hella funny.
Yeah, that's mainly what I use it for, and like to talk to. I mean, you know,
I just have my Facebook because it's connected to my Spotify.
Okay.
And I can't. I don't know if I can or can't. I just haven't tried.
Every now and then I'll like hop on and like promote a song I just dropped or whatever. But like I don't know. I feel like posts on Facebook, like unless it's like a viral little meme, like it's not gonna get any traction, you know?
Right. Yeah.
And I honestly, I think I downloaded Facebook just because I forgot what for, but I was usually on the Safari, just like nothing all the time.
Yeah. I like the only reason why I have Messenger is because my grandma calls me on that.
Yeah, exactly. I just talk to my uncle.
You know,
and shit.
like I didn't like WhatsApp because then just bots start hitting you up and you're like, what the fuck? Like I don't need these notifications. Like get off my line.
Yeah, and I used to just use Facebook to talk to the fam, but now I use Instagram because I'm like, yeah, whatever. You guys know I smoke. You know, I'm old enough now.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But,
I mean, that's how I feel about this podcast. Like, I'm just like out here smoking, you know, and it's just like I really want this to like
just be
like genuinely who I am. You know, like not to say that I like don't like not want to like embarrass them, you know, but I'm embarrassing, so sorry. You know, like but yeah, this is a medium where I feel like I can really be myself through and through, outside of just like music where I have to, it's like that's a moment. That was a moment of who I was, you know, and this you can kind of see me kind of grow or a little bit, which is like cool, you know. But yeah, do you ever look back at the songs that you made back in the day, released or not released, and like be like, oh shit, dude? Yeah, I was actually with the homie Gat this morning, and I was like showing him shit like that I forgot from like 3 years ago, and I'm like, oh shit, it's actually not that bad. Yeah. But yeah, honestly, like going back to what you say about dropping shit, I told him like, honestly, you should drop shit just because, I mean, I've been sitting on these songs for a while and it's like, yeah, they sound good. But at the point where I'm at now, I'm not interested in like dropping it because I have other shit going on. Right. So that's why I kind of want to stay more active this year. Or like just last year I had a goal to drop a song every month and I only dropped 6 songs. So obviously I didn't meet my goal. But this year, I mean, we dropped the little Valentine's Day EP. I had a couple love songs that I was sitting on. I'm like, fuck it, happy Valentine's Day. Yeah. So for the ladies. Yeah, Pedro AKA Sesh on all platforms. Check that out. But yeah. So like as a rapper, right? Or you know, like how do you navigate the music industry? Because your music industry is different from mine. Dude, yeah, honestly, I can't really say that I've gotten because like, how'd you get the opportunities to open up for Burner at the Catalyst? How'd you get the opportunity? Let's shout out Rain, dude. He's this promoter who's like got his own company that puts on shows, and like they'll have slots for openers, you know, and you either pay to play like by selling tickets or you just pay for the spot straight up. Right. So that's what we were doing. I mean, I had a job in high school. Mitch had a job in high school and shit. Crazy. Yeah, bro. Honestly, it's just a fucking hustle. And like at the end of the day, I'm like, fuck, dude. Everybody gotta eat. Like, so I just justify it as like that. Like, it's like an investment. Like, yeah, I'm fucking just doing this 10-minute set and I dropped like 300 or whatever. Or I had to sell so-and-so tickets and shit, and I didn't sell all of them, so I had to cover the rest or whatever. Right. But you learn from it. You learn to be responsible because it's like you can't expect a DJ to just be like, have your shit. You got to email it and come with a USB just to, you know. You know, you learn from things. Like there's times where we didn't sell tickets or we didn't put money aside. So, but Rain was cool. Honestly, he's like, I'm going to make you guys go first. He's like, honestly, I shouldn't even let y'all perform. But he's like, I'm going to let y'all go first, and y'all still going to have to pay me back. But, you know, you learn from that. Like, I mean, it's pretty a cutthroat industry, you know? Like, it's like... Damn. Like, Jesus. Crazy. You got to come correct, you know? So, no, I feel it. But, dude, that's fucking crazy. Okay. But Tiny has helped me out a lot. Like, he's got he's close friends with Rain and shit. Like, and he's like, you know, helped put on bigger shows and shit. So... You know, I just go through them if I want to put on a show. But I was talking with a couple homies. We want to put on a couple of our own shows this summer. Like, doesn't even matter if it's like a shitty venue or whatever. But okay, what are the shitty venues? X-Bar. Okay, yeah. Shout out Cupertino Bowling Alley. It's shitty, but it's dope. You know, like no, hell yeah. Like there's fucking like Hustle has been there. Yeah, like dude, the Jacka, yeah, dude. Like yeah, fucking hell of people have been there. But yeah, fuck. Okay, so X-Bar, but like, is there any like places like you mentioned that you known some people from like the East Bay? Like, so do you ever reach out to them and be like, hey, like... Nah, they never... They were more like producers. Like, they're like... Yeah, but like, you don't think they know someone knows someone else? Because they had only done like one show, and it was like one of those like West Coast like performance like things. Like West Coast Live or some shit. I don't know what the name is, but they did some shit like that. And yeah, I mean, also it's like... They send me like California Live will send me like a list of shows they have for the month, but I kind of pick and choose smartly because I'm like my music is different from like, you know,
like fucking what's his name? Some just Bay Area rap, you know. I'm pretty high, but yeah, like Mike Sherm, like if I'm open for Mike Sherm, I'm gonna want to come like with some like kind of banger shit, you know, like to kind of like. Well, I want to stand out, but I don't want to be doing like some singing shit like for opening up for Mike Sherm, you know, because the crowd's there to get lit and shit. So like I gotta kind of like pick and choose, like I opened up for Dizzy Wright. Like, well, my favorite venue that I performed at is probably Brick and Mortar, NSF.
Okay.
It's like a little venue, but it's dope because Currency's been there. They had like Freddie Gibbs there before and shit. But it's in the city, so it's, you know, being in the city just comes with that little vibe. You know?
Yeah. Nah, dude, the city's fucking sick. I love the city. But yeah, so okay, so you were performing over there, and like your first performance by yourself, right? Like as just Kid Sesh, like, and not with these other collectives that you were a part of in high school. How did that feel? And like, how, like, were you like, I mean, obviously you're excited, you know, but it's different once you hear your shit, you know? It's
kind of like, yeah, it's pretty, it's honest. I always tell people like what it feels like to go on stage. It's kind of like you're going on a date with this girl that you hella like, but you can't fuck up. Like, you can't say the wrong shit because it's not going to obviously fuck everything up. Yeah. But, yeah, that's the way I tell them. I'm like, you kind of get those little butterflies, you know, because you just want to, you know, come correct. Mm-hmm. And that's the way it's always been. Yeah. When it was alone, though, I was kind of just like, I want to make sure my presence on the like stage is felt, because, you know, honestly, when it's like 5 motherfuckers on stage, like, you don't gotta be working the whole stage because you got other homies like, you know, doing that for you. But you know, and then I mean, when motherfuckers be performing and they have like 30 dudes on stage, I'm just like, that's almost like a cheat code, because it's like, you know, there's so much going on, like, you know, it's like entertaining, but it's not like all you know. But when I'm all there, I'm like, fuck, I gotta make sure I'm not like just like fucking dead. I gotta work this side of the stage, you know, make high people up, you know. So
damn, I mean, dude, that's fucking crazy. That's so fucking, like, as a person who gets to hide behind decks, you know, like, I don't have to, like, the most I gotta do is just,
I feel me,
you
like,
know,
I gotta like, you know, make sure,
and
like,
even then, I only have to do that for the drop, and then I get to look back down, you know, like, that's crazy.
There's been like a handful of times where I forgot my lyrics too. But
I was about to say,
the freestyle has, like, I freestyled my ass out of it, so I was like, damn, whew. Yeah. Like, people couldn't tell, but I'm like, damn. In my head, I'm like, damn, bro, you gotta rehearse more, you know. But it happens sometimes, you know. Like, you like breathe and you're just like, oh fuck, what's the next line? Like,
do you black out when you're on stage sometimes?
Well, no, but
not like with actual like drugs or whatever, but like, or alcohol, but like, do you just like, because me sometimes I like forget like the first 30-40 minutes of my set, and then I'm like, oh shit, okay, now I'm back, you know. The first song, if anything, it's just like getting the cobwebs off and shit, because it's just like, do you just play like Eminem, like walking out?
Mom.
Like, it's in a process, dude. Like, now I want to really interact with the crowd, so I'll try and talk with the crowd, be like, yo, how you guys doing, you know? My name, you know, introduce myself and talk to them, because like, look, a 10-minute set is probably just sounds like it's 10 minutes, dude. What's that, 3 songs? But it's like, the show songs are I mean, I don't like to perform just like my fucking final version of the song. I like to turn down the vocals, and like, you know, like when you see performers, like the ones who go like a little more a cappella are the ones that stand out more, like
the ones that make you listen.
Yeah, like if you're just like got your own music and you're like blurting out a word here and there, like it's kind of like ass. Or even if you're just like, to me it throws me off, because I'm like, I'm delivering it different, because I'm breathing different, I'm moving different on stage, so like I want to have that space to like be flexible with like how I deliver the words and shit.
Yeah, you're, you know, curating your set.
Yeah, so kind of forgot where I was going with that, but but I just want to put on a good show, you know, right. Because like, I mean, there's cameras everywhere nowadays, dude. So like, if you like like, I mean, comedy.
Yeah, but if you trip, you might, you know,
Hey,
you might hit a lick with that one, you know, like
hey, jump off stage, dislocate my elbow. Maybe I'm on fucking World Star or some shit.
pull a Jack Black at School of Rock where he dude, fuck, that's hella funny. Dude, no, yeah, I can't. I mean, I did acting, right? So I was on stage for a little bit, you know, and like by myself, where I had to like perform a monologue type shit. And like, yeah, like that shit is intimidating. And there's only, you know, my classmates, you know.
Yeah.
I can't imagine when there's like strangers.
Yeah.
And you're just there spitting not just Shakespeare, but your words, you know, like that is intense.
Well, like honestly, what's rewarding is like after every show, I've had like one person that I've never met just come up to me and like give me a handshake or like to give me props, and like that honestly makes it worth it because I'm like, well, shit,
Yeah.
I made an impression on someone. But
Yeah.
my biggest like issue with performing was like when I started by myself, like just doing the shows by myself was like I'd smoke too much. Like,
Yeah, I feel
and I
it.
wouldn't hydrate, bro. Like, so I'd have a cotton mouth like halfway into the song, dude, and I'm like, fuck, like it fucks up how you sound and just how you like want to do shit.
You
so,
deliver.
so now I'm like, all right, I'll smoke before, you know, I'll take a couple bong rips because I feel like a joint just like or a blunt just like dries my shit up.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like-
because it's also the tobacco and nicotine, you know.
and then I mean it's just a little like
Yeah.
1-2 bong rips and
I've
I'll
had
be
like
chilling.
I've had like a handful of performances where I like it took a little too far, you know, like one little extra shot that took me over the edge.
Yeah, like I was just like I didn't think I was nervous because I was just high as shit, you know. But then you're like, fuck,
Yeah,
you're just like now I have a fat ass cotton mouth and like my water bottle's like halfway.
yeah, dude, that's fucking crazy. And like, I don't know. In my dumb like psychotic little brain, like sometimes like I like imagine myself if I did the rapper route, you know. Like, what if, like, I, for whatever reason, caught the bug? Not saying that I have, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, just imagine if it did happen, like, how would that, who would I be, you know? Or, like, if I wanted to be, like, an actor or, like, actually go to school, you know? Like, you know, like, that would have been crazy. And I can't, like, it's crazy that we had a very similar upbringing, you know? And we grew up so, like, parallel also. But like it's
And
like different outcomes, but like also the exact same thing, you know?
It's trippy.
I mean, yeah, it's funny because we're both like still doing music.
Yeah,
you know?
and like some weird creative shit, you know? And we're trying to like follow our dreams, you know? Like,
I mean, honestly, that's like just
like what else can you do,
yeah, just
right?
do
It's like
you,
what,
you
like,
know?
dude, like that's my like that's my thing. Is just like some like I really
feel
put
like-
my shit like my like heart, pride, and soul into this. You know,
You gotta
And
be.
it's
I feel like you gotta be ignorant too to just do you though. Like
for sure. You know
like, I
how
feel like
hard headed I am. Like, you know how hard headed I am.
But I feel like a lot of people just be like too in their heads to even try shit because they're like, oh, they're gonna think this or I don't think I can do it. You know. So like, I mean, when you said you were, because dude, we smoked before you started the podcast and you like talked about. I mean, you talked to me about it. I'm like, shit, dude. I don't know how much I could help.
Yeah,
But I mean, you were about it because I mean, look, you guys have built this, which is like dope to see, and you know. And I was
Yeah.
like, when you're like, yeah, I need guests, I'm like, sign me up. You know what I mean?
No, it's crazy. It's crazy how long this little like thought and idea has been in my head. It was since we were at Phil's, you know, and since then, that's 5 years ago, you know. Like I have a picture where I bought a mic and just to practice, just to like hear myself and like, you know, just talk for 10 minutes and just like, you know, but I use that more as like a diary versus like an interview type thing. And like, yeah, just seeing like the progression as to how it became like very organic, like what you were saying, very, very organic, you know? And it was just linking up with old homies the same way that you did, you know?
Yeah.
And it was just like, yeah, dude, it's fucking crazy. It's crazy the parallels that we have, like constantly.
Yeah, it's funny because it's like there have been times we don't talk at all, and then like I run into you somewhere, and then it's like, oh shit, let's link up.
Yeah.
Or like you just randomly text me or some shit, and then I mean, I feel like now we'll be in touch a little more, just cause you know.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
you wanna
also
be-
just
you wanna
like
be around-
schedules, you
Yeah,
know, like
yeah,
schedules.
exactly.
You know,
I mean, yeah.
you gotta wake up at fucking
3 a.m.
dude, like some bullshit hours, and like I work till like 10 and then go to San Francisco usually.
Yeah.
Or like go to San Jose. Shout out to We Groove. Your shit was tight. But yeah, like it like it's crazy. It's crazy. Like I said, like how you can link up with people like constantly, or over the years, and it just be the same. You know, like I have that with Alana, and like Anita and shit. And yeah, it's fucking crazy. It's like I guess it's more so now we're getting old, you know?
Yeah.
So like now we have like some more time to reflect, you know? But yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, we've known each other for like years, right? And like at one point, dude, like there was like a summer or two where we just like, it was either I was at your crib or you were at my house, you know? And it was just fucking crazy. And yeah, like that, those summers, even with like Raul, or not Raul, Mauricio, Raul just texted me.
I nodded because I was like, yeah, Raul.
Like even with like Mauricio and shit, like that shit was fucking such a like little gang, you know?
Dude, I mean, it was fun. I mean, growing up was just fun, dude. Like, we were outside. We were at Great America like every day, bro.
Yeah, dude. Shout out the season pass, dude.
Yeah,
fuck yeah.
We're fucking. I remember I'd get like $10, and like obviously I'm not buying no fucking light rail ticket.
Yeah,
And
we just sneak in all the time.
I have my season pass, so I'm in there, and then, I mean, we just had.
My dumbass always went to summer school, so I always had a bus pass for the VTA. You know, so like that was my getaway card.
Yeah. I mean, shit. Yeah, dude. Honestly, I've never been asked for my ticket on the light rail.
Yeah.
But nowadays, I just buy it just cause. But
right.
But I mean, back then, shit, I needed $5 to drop on it and $5 to eat.
Yeah, dude. Great America was so fucking fun. Oh, dude. Yeah, childhood was actually like fun.
Yeah.
I mean, besides the bullshit that actually like happened that I try to like suppress. You know? Like,
well, it was cool though. Like, I mean. What I mean is cool. There's just like the homies, you know, and just being able to be with the homies. Like,
yeah,
that's the one thing that like that's why I was like, I wish I could go back to.
It was like, I mean, this is just me, but like, I really felt like, oh, dude, this is what like a family's supposed to feel like, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, I was like, fuck, dude, this is fucking tight. Like, it's just
everyone
like
on
boys.
the soccer team was just fam. You know?
Right. Yeah, it was cool. But so okay, you have a show coming up, right?
Yeah.
And tell the people where that is.
March 25th, actually. It's gonna be at the Caravan in San Ho. My boy Bobby, he actually does like metal and like, you know, bands and shit.
Yeah.
It's like for his birthday, he asked me if I could if I wanted to perform. So yeah, I'm doing 20 minutes, but
20 minutes at a birthday.
But I'm doing like two different parts, like 10 minutes here, 10 minutes here, like in between the bands. So you know the show goes on and shit. But I'm pretty hyped, you know. I mean, I don't really recall performing in San Jose like that. So it'll be. The
Caravan is like next to Level 44, right?
I believe so.
It's like on the corner.
Yeah, I think so.
It's a fun little bar, dude. Every time I go, I mean, because fucking Level 44 prices are a little expensive. San Jose prices in general are pretty expensive, but that like the Caravan, you can go in there and you can bring like with $30, you'll have like 3 Moscow mules.
Yeah,
let's fucking go back to Level 44.
We went to fucking Bellator this last Friday.
Okay.
At the SAP. Yeah, bro. The homie Sergio bought a drink. And they're like, you want a single or a double? He asked for a double. That shit was $45.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Dude, that's crazy. You can buy a whole bottle with that.
Yeah. That's why I'm always like, fuck, dude. Like, I do like drinking, but you motherfuckers be taxing way too much.
Yeah. It's insane, dude. Yeah. Stadium prices are fucking crazy. Like I was thinking about buying tickets to go see Drake and 21 Savage at Chase.
Aren't they pretty pricey too? Like
I was like, I thought about it.
I'd rather go to Coachella, bro.
Yeah, well, I'm going out. Like I'm going to Outside Lands, so I'm like, dude, if it's $500 for Outside Lands, and then another like $2-3 bills to be nosebleeds, like I'm good. Like for one night for
hey, Bad Bunny fucked the game up, bro.
Dude, he be taxing. Drake's trying to like come for that title.
Like I'd pay that for the weekend.
Maybe because it's gonna be a real show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's Drake and 21 Savage, so it's just gonna be real.
Dude, honestly,
21, the boy.
I saw Drake once. Or I've seen him, I think, like twice. But I saw him at Flog Gnaw, bro, when he got booed off stage.
Damn, that's crazy.
That shit was
Wait, did you go to Drake and Lil Wayne also?
I don't think I did.
Oh,
so
okay.
I think that was my first time seeing Drake.
Yeah.
But it was dope because he was doing he did like Feel No Ways and shit. Like, you know, he was doing his shit that Tyler asked him to do, right? But the crowd was so like they're just like picky as fuck. Like, just like, they're just like spoiled, bro, because they were convinced those question marks were Frank Ocean, dude. But Tyler brought out ASAP Rocky. Then he brought out Lil Uzi, and then he brought out Drake, and motherfuckers were still asking for it for fucking.
That's crazy,
for
dude.
fucking Frank Ocean.
That's crazy.
And like, you know, I mean, I would have loved to see Frank Ocean too, but I was having a good time. Like, yeah, Drake is kind of like a meme in terms of like they make fun of him and shit, but
right.
I mean, that motherfucker got hits.
But dude, but also Tyler's fans are the internet in real life.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, of course, like they're like, you're the meme guy. We're not supposed to like you. You know, you're not real music. You're pop. You know, or whatever the fuck. And it's like, no, I was on Drake, shrooms. Dude, I was Drake. That's Michael Jackson of our era. Like, what are we talking about?
So I was on shrooms, so I was just like laughing, dude, because everyone was like that was the most like, you know, when a festival ends and it's the last set, they got fireworks going off, you know, and shit, dude.
People are booing.
Dude, Drake was like, you know, I could keep going if y'all want, you know, like, but people were like booing him and shit. And then, so he's like, all right, name's Drake, that's all love. And then he just left. Fuck. And then the screen just popped up and it said, get home safely. Like, that's it. That's how it ended, just like that. And I was just laughing because, like, motherfuckers took it to heart. Like, they were like laying down on the, like, I mean, I ain't laying down on that dirty ass stadium floor. Like, it's like in the parking lot of Dodger Stadium. I'm like, dude, get the fuck off the asphalt, you know? But yeah, people were hella like sad and shit. I was just like, I mean, I was shrooming, so I was just like laughing because people were like devastated. I was laughing at this one guy I met earlier because he's like, yeah, I took the train all the way from Washington just to come see Frank. And I was he was the first motherfucker I thought of when Frank didn't even come out. I was like, damn, that boy got to go all the way to Washington
and didn't see Frank.
That boy going to Coachella though for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Random memory too was we were walking out and I just remember seeing Nick Young. I was like, oh shit, Swaggy P. Yeah, he was there with like his fam and shit.
Yeah. That's like, dude.
I was just like, damn, that's
hella LA.
Yeah, but that's my favorite festivals I've been to. Flog Gnaw, because it's like a mix of like everything.
It was like R&B, hip hop, like a little bit of like weird other.
Yeah, like I remember I was watching Juice WRLD and then like halfway into a set, it just got mad dark and I was tripping. So I like the vibe, I felt it, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go watch Daniel Caesar. But yeah, RP Juice WRLD, dude. That dude was talented as fuck.
Yeah, dude. Oh, dude. That reminds me. I saw Mac Miller for the Good AM tour.
Damn.
At the Catalyst, and I went by myself. Like I went like I
saw him once too before he passed.
Dude, yeah. Mac. That album was so sick to see live, especially at the Catalyst, which is so small. You know,
that's a dope venue, dude. It was in the big room, I'm guessing.
Yeah, of course. And he was just like, yeah, I mean, he was clearly fucked up, but it was just like so much like, even then, like, you know how like they're like memeing Post Malone right now?
Yeah.
Because
because he's like on one and
yeah, and it's just like people like you can kind of see that with Mac at that point, and you're like, fuck, dude, like. You know,
well, like when Post is on stage.
Yeah, when he's on stage and he's just like all like.
I know everyone's trying to make this excuse. Oh no, he's just really feeling it. I'm like, I don't know.
No,
he looks
man.
a little like
he might be feeling a little of everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But
Post is hella good live too, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just like, it just sucks.
Good.
It just sucks to see like, you know, like the best artists, if you think about it, are like the ones who are kind of like,
dude,
crazy.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
Look at it, dude. I just watched this documentary a couple nights ago. The Bitchin' Sound and Fury of Rick James. On HBO. Okay. But dude, that motherfucker was always high too, but like he was just like the one, feel me? Like that shit was inspiring. Like just listening to his story and shit. But I mean, it's obviously sad because the coke like pretty much took everything.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah, straight up, dude.
I don't know what to tell you, man.
But that fool was a savage, bro. I didn't know he was like he did that much, like in terms of just like the music he made, but like
the barriers.
But it talks about like how he produced and the groups he helped and shit. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, he was did you watch the Quincy Jones documentary?
No, but
That
I
shit's
need to
crazy.
watch that,
He's real sick. Like he just like brings people together type shit. He was like the first DJ Khaled type, you know? Yeah, it was just sick. Like I'm like, that's who I want to be. Like I don't know how to do shit, but I can bring people together, you know? And like, yeah. But you know, with that said, do you want to just kind of shout out your Instagram where the people can find you?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram and TikTok, kid_sesh, KID_SESH, in case you need help spelling that. But yeah, I try and stay active, you know. Like I said, I'm trying to drop more music this year, just drop visuals too. So slowly but surely.
Cool. Yeah, I'm excited to see what you got for the year and the years to come. But yeah, dude, it's crazy to talk to someone who I've known for years and like actually have like most of my stories from childhood. Like been like, oh, dude, I was with, you know, so and so, blah blah blah.
Like we were talking before, and like we talked for like an hour and a half already, but I feel like we got like 5 more hours.
Yeah, you know. But yeah, I'm trying to do this for you guys. I know compressed is a little better. But yeah, you guys can find me at George.Daniel __ on Instagram, Meraki.Bay Area, and MerakiSac.events for all of our Meraki content. We in SAC are fucking killing it. There's after hours, there's fucking lowbrow, there's flamingo house, there's jets, there's everything. We're everywhere all at once. So yeah, it's crazy. Shout out Lex, shout out everyone on the team over there. You guys are killing it. And yeah, everyone, I think maybe SAC, stay tuned for something, maybe potentially. But yeah, outside of that, peace.
Peace.
Later.